Everybody wins because we got Boban Marjanovic minutes, which of course means that there was a blowout. Thankfully, it was the Timberwolves that were doing the blowing as they get the 27-point win on the road in Houston against the 9-seed Rockets, and they get like all of their wins at home, so it's a pretty impressive win. They were missing Dylan Brooks and Tari Eason, who are important pieces for them, especially defensively, but not like extremely critical for their success. And it was a nice win. We have our first losing streak of the season of just 2 games, but we recover well in this one, smacking around the Rockets. I was a little worried early because Şengün was cooking and scoring on Gobert kind of at will. 11 straight points, and not straight points, 11 points in that first quarter from Şengün. I'm like, oh gosh, here's another game with a big man just dominating our matchup. We don't adjust, but hey, we adjusted. We started to have Gobert off ball a little bit after that early first quarter swing from Şengün. Had Kyle Anderson being the primary defender, Gobert doing some help, and then we had Jaden help on him for a lot of the rest of the game. And also Gobert started to figure out Şengün a little bit, couple blocks on his hook shots, and we were able to restrain that in. And the defense all kind of stepped up. With about 3 minutes left in this game when all the subs came in for garbage time, Rockets only had 87 points. Even when things got stagnant, we had a bunch of bad turnovers. We still just never really let things fall apart because the defense was so spectacular. And the turnovers actually weren't all that bad tonight. Just the Stars struggled with it. 4 for Karl Anthony Towns and 5 for Anthony Edwards. I actually didn't really like the Cat game all that much, but he did have some nice hustle plays in the second half. Defense was also pretty solid kind of all night long. I want to say Kyle Anderson too, slow-mo. I haven't mentioned him, it feels like, as much this season, but this was a slow-mo game. We got a lot of pokeaways. He had 3 steals. I think they were all in the first half. He was a menace defensively. Also, slow-mo posters are my favorite posters. He gets the dish from Karl Anthony Towns on an offensive rebound, slams it over Jabari Smith Jr., and his dunks are so fun. Everyone on the bench gets so hyped about it, as they should. Also a Naz Reid night. Really, the front court stepped up pretty good in this one. Naz Reid just so smooth on his three-point jumpers in this one. A lot of them just being back-breaking. Just ones that you've got to be so depressed as a Rockets fan as that's hitting. Also, I can say fan now. I'm not adhering to my old Whiplish language, which I would have to say Sapir, just as a heads up. Also, we got like kind of a flawless Jaden McDaniels game. I've talked about the sparks of offense we've been seeing of him. He was just really timely and on top of it in this game. A couple patient drives and getting people to jump on pump fakes, finishing the ball. His mid-range is still nice. Taking advantage of open looks from 3 when he needs to and punishing the defense. Jordan McLaughlin also seems to have supplanted Troy Brown Jr. in the rotation, although I'd like to still see TBJ out there. I feel like he's also got really good synergy with Nickeil Alexander-Walker from the time that they were subbing for Jaden and Ant while they had some injuries. And so I would still like to see him involved. And the bench, I'd like to see us mix and match a little bit more and not keep people completely out or completely in, because I feel like these guys, they got a little something. But as the season goes, there's probably going to be more injuries. I mean, you hope not, but that inevitably seems to happen. So guys will get their run, and it's nice to have the depth where you're like, I want to see people on the bench see some more time, especially Naz Reid. Give me more Naz Reid, always. Also, Mike Conley. I think he's had like 3-4 games in a row without a turnover. 5 assists, 0 turnovers in this one. Not a huge night where we didn't have to lean on him too much because we were up by a lot. And we got Boban, man. Yeah, baby. Alright, that's what we got. I'm finally going to be home for the next video, and so I'm not sitting on a bed doing this thing with a light in my face. I don't like it.